That night, as he lay in a small inn, he could hear the distant sounds of the alligator's terrifying growls echoing through the night. But it wasn't just the alligator that worried the villagers. It was the whispers from the trees, the eerie rustling of branches, and the strange flickering lights that could be seen within the forest at dusk. Spongegrio decided that he would venture into the woods at dawn. The next morning, with his heart pounding, Spongegrio stepped into the dark forest. The trees towered above him, their thick canopies blocking out the sunlight and casting long shadows across the damp ground. The air was thick and heavy, and the forest smelled of damp earth and something else, something strange. As he walked deeper into the woods, the sounds of the village faded away, replaced by the unsettling silence of the forest. Suddenly, Sponja felt eyes on him. A rustling sound came from behind, and before he could turn around, a massive figure lunged from the shadows. It was the alligator, its green scales glistening and its eyes glowing a menacing yellow. It was larger than anything Spongegrio had ever seen, its sharp teeth gleaming in the dark. But just as Spongegrio prepared for battle, the alligator stopped. It didn't attack. Instead, it let out a low growl, almost as if it was guarding something. Spongegrio, confused and intrigued, stepped back, his mind racing with questions. Why had the alligator not attacked? What was it protecting? As he continued his journey deeper into the heart of the forest, Spongegrio noticed strange symbols carved into the trees and a faint glow emanating from a distant clearing. The air grew colder, and the ground beneath his feet seemed to shift, as if the forest itself was alive. It wasn't just the alligator that was dangerous. There was something far darker and more ancient lurking in the forest. Spongegrio reached the clearing and found an ancient stone altar. Atop the altar lay an object that had been buried long ago, an artifact of immense power, long lost to time. But just as he reached out to touch it, the forest trembled. The alligator appeared again, but this time it wasn't alone. Shadows emerged from the trees, twisting and turning, taking shapes that seemed both human and animal. The forest itself had a mind, and it didn't want Spongegrio to uncover its secrets. The alligator, seemingly more than just a wild beast, stood before him, guarding the artifact. Spongegrio realized that the alligator wasn't simply a terror, it was part of the forest's ancient magic, an ancient protector bound by the forest's will. But what was it protecting? And why were the people who entered this forest never seen again? Spongegrio had come for an adventure, but what he uncovered was far more dangerous than he could have ever imagined. Now, faced with an alligator, ancient forces, and a forest that seemed alive with secrets, he had to make a choice. Take the artifact and risk the wrath of the forest,